If you have poor credit, the first thing I recommend to do is becoming an authorized user on someone's card who has a long-standing history with that card and a positive one. And if you'd like to learn more about how to do that, you can watch the video on how to become an authorized user that I've created. But if you do have less than desirable credit and you're not able to become an authorized user, these are the cards that I would recommend looking into, because in order to build credit, you need to have lines of credit that you are paying off consistently and showing that you are using and responsible for. So here are the cards that I would recommend looking into that are pretty lenient into who they approve. First off, the first place to look is a secured card, and you can apply to a secured card at your local bank. And what a secured card would look like is this. What you have to do is you would have to have the cash and the equivalent amount of credit that you would want to open, okay? So for example, if you put down $400 for your secured card, what's going to happen is you would then have access to a $400 secured card credit line. And even though banks and other creditors would see this as a normal credit card. So after a few months of paying off your balance in full and being responsible, you can then ask your bank for a normal credit card if they don't offer themselves, and they're then going to switch your current secured card to a normal credit card, but nothing will change saying you close that card or anything along those lines. The next card that you can pretty much easily get approved for regardless of your credit score is a store card. And I'm sure you've been offered an in-store credit card probably at Macy's, Kohl's, Nordstrom's or something, and you do not need very good credit to be accepted to these at all. And the reason why is because no retailer wants to offer you a credit card and then deny you in your face at checkout in front of a bunch of other customers. Okay, that would be pretty awkward. So they have a pretty low standard for who gets accepted to these cards. So you can find these online just by Googling Macy's store card. And finally, the third option is to Google credit cards for bad credit or poor credit, something along those lines, and you can take your pick from there. But just be extra careful with these cards as well as store cards, because they are meant for people who are deemed riskier. And because of that, the fees and the penalties and the interest rates for these cards are typically very high. So be very careful to pay your balances in full and not abuse these cards. And after your credit score has improved from using these cards responsibly over time, you'll soon be able to apply for even more lucrative cards with better rewards and leverage just the fact that you have good credit to do some cool things. And that's why I created a course on how to teach the average person how to build their credit the right way up to the 800 level like I have. But more importantly, how to do cool things with credit, because otherwise, what's the point in having a good credit score if you really don't do anything with it, right? And that is why a big focus on the course after you establish your credit is to learn how to leverage it to earn a crazy amount of airline miles and reward points to see the world for free while we're still young enough to enjoy it. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.